Liverpool versus everybody. How's everybody doing? A few things to talk about. Obviously, I felt it was pointless to do a pre-match halftime. The servers over near the pub where I watched the game it's always bad, and I didn't want to deal with the jittery video footage, whatever. So, also just wanted to kind of gather myself and be able to come and present something that I've actually thought through. I actually feel good. I feel good, which is usually rare after not winning. Obviously, we didn't lose the game, so that's always good. Um, but it probably was one of the most frustrating performances for me because we all knew that game could have ended up the way it did. It's unfortunate, but much like All or Nothing FC did against Newcastle, you score quick and you think, Liverpool on it today. Specifically MANÈ, who I thought was amazing today. And what a game for him to step up. Would have been so much better if we could have gotten a win. Not for him, but just to continue. And to me, it has nothing to do with what happened yesterday with Newcastle and All or Nothing FC. It's never about that. And I said last video, if you paid attention, if you watched, this league is already wrapped up. Liverpool are 2018-2019 Premier League champions. I believe that within myself. I have no doubt about that. At the same token, you want to see your team win. Again, it's good that we drew, didn't lose. But I'm also really, really sticking to, and I love Klopp. I do. And if he was any other manager, I would probably have X'd out of that video of the post-match press conference. I'm so tired of him bringing up weather situations. We know the weather. We know the snow was there. But that was for both teams. That's obvious. What I would have said after the game was, that's 2 points dropped. Now, I feel okay with it because, again, I know we win the league. I'm cool with that. But it's 2 points dropped. You know what I mean? And people will whine about the refs. And listen, there have been games, there are going to be games where we get a little bit of luck. Or a call goes our way that probably shouldn't. It's happened already this season. It'll probably happen again. You need that. So you can't then whine about, listen, should have been a red card send-off? Probably yes. Maguire probably shouldn't have been there to score the goal. Is that why we lost? No. Should have been a penalty on Keita? Yeah. Maybe you can call that soft, but that's probably a penalty. Is that the reason why we lost the game? No. The defending for the goal before the half. First of all, the foul that Robertson gave up. It's pointless. It's a pointless foul at any point of the game because it gives a team like Leicester, who know against Liverpool, their best bet is to play defensive, try to catch us on the counterattack, or get a set piece. You can't get any easier than that. That close, that range. You know Maguire's big body. I don't know how he's not marked. That, to me, is the talking point of the game. Because that game should have finished 1-0. And then the other chances that is it the ref's fault that we gave them so many clear-cut opportunities towards the end of that game, man? Some offside, some not, but Leicester played a good game today. Again, for the second game in a row, you got to give the other team credit. Obviously, Crystal Palace, we won that game, but Leicester played a good game, and that's what it comes down to. I don't want to hear about the snow on the pitch. I don't want to hear how cold it was. Everyone felt that. What's amazing to me also is that looked like a cup final as far as all the support that was there. But why does it seem like it's so hard to hear people? That much support at a game, it should be screaming, yelling, singing all game long. I know it's cold. I know it's probably so cold it takes your breath away. It's cold here, so I know it's cold in Liverpool. But I mean, when they first brought the game on, you see everybody in the crowd, it just made you feel good. And this could be a special night. And, again, getting that goal early was good. But how we didn't press on from that has nothing to do with the ref or the weather conditions. I'm tired of hearing Klopp bring up weather conditions. And I'm tired of fans bringing up refs. Yes, those were 2 calls that, again, that's part of a season. You would love to get that. You probably win the game if you get those. Maguire they probably don't score that because Maguire is on it, but maybe someone else could have scored it, but whatever. We can't continue to blame refs after not getting results that we find satisfactory. We can't do that. It's what happens. And like I said, there'll be a handful of times that we need refs to make calls, or not need them, but refs may make calls for us that probably shouldn't. It happens. You make your own luck, though, and today we didn't make our own luck. We just didn't. The other thing I want to bring up is, why Fabinho didn't start. Why? You got Henderson at fullback, which is cool. I wasn't terribly mad at that, but if Fabinho's on the bench, start him. You know, he came in and as Fabinho does, as soon as he comes in, you start to see. Now, he didn't do anything mind-blowing today, but you can see there's a presence about him. There's a presence about him. He's just such a good, intelligent, incredible football player to me. And I think unless Fabinho can't walk, can't run, he should be starting every game. I'm sorry, in the midfield or wherever you're going to put him at. But he needs to be in the team. And I think the delivery from the right, Henderson is not the best. He's not the worst. But you don't really expect a lot from him in that position. You don't. Defensively, going forward, you don't really expect a lot from him. Hats off to him for stepping in and playing fullback today for us. But I think Fabinho needs to be starting these games. It's just my opinion. It's not a knock on Henderson. I thought he was, by and large, decent, you know. Got Swedish in the house, man. That's what's up. Thank you, Omar. How you doing? So, like I said, I feel good. And mainly because I know we've won this league. It was a frustrating game to watch because I felt like Liverpool at so many times could have just turned it on. Again, I hate to keep saying it, but scoring a goal that early should have led to. I mean, that felt like, you know what, this is. And MANè, the way he scored it, how he moved the ball, that was some of the best football we saw all game. And then to take Naby Keita out at that point was, and I know Naby, opinions on Naby are split. You know, most of you probably think, you know, it was a waste of money at this point or whatever. There's so many different ranges of opinions about Naby Keita. Again, Naby Keita wasn't awful today. He wasn't amazing. But when he started to pick up, what's up, Thompson? When he started to pick up, you take him off. Right around that time, he should have won a penalty. He was taken off. For Lallana, when's the last time Lallana was a guy that you can think that would give you a spark? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that at all. Fab coming on, yes, I get that all day. You know, Sturridge at the end, sure. But maybe even the Sturridge one, maybe bring a Origi in. He's got some height, put a ball in. He can. Some of the subs, again, to me, were strange today. I don't get it. And again, this is not a game where I want to blame anyone, really. Not the manager, necessarily, not the players, not the conditions, for sure. But, you know, it's frustrating. But, again, we're leading the league. We're going to win the league. And as Klopp said, we have a point more than we didn't have. So, I'm fine. Omar says we will bounce back. Yeah, I'm not worried at all. And actually, again, as frustrating as it was watching some parts of that game, I'm I'm good. I feel okay. You know, it wasn't a loss. And again, I know it sounds cliche, but these are games that we're losing just last season. You know what I mean? So I'm happy. All the talk about, you know, Klopp not doing well in January, and I was having some guy on Twitter try to say, you know, we've had mediocre to bad January. Maybe we have, but he was also putting in this January as a mediocre to bad. I don't see how that can happen. You lose a City, which there's no shame in that. You get a draw at Leicester. Yeah, you get knocked out of cups, but I don't think we've had a mediocre or bad January. That's my point. Thompson says, at this point, wake me up in May. Yeah, the pressure only ramps up from now. Yeah, the pressure's going to... And this is the thing, you know... People talk about how smooth it's going to be this last run. First of all, it's not going to be smooth because the bullseye is on our back. First ever mistake from Van Dijk today for the goal. Yeah, I don't know who the mistake was, but, I mean, collectively, you know, I don't know if the line was good enough. That just shouldn't happen. You know, to me, you can blame a lot of people in that situation. I got to see it back again. I don't know what Van Dijk did or didn't do in that. But to give the foul, Robertson, that's bad alone at any point in the game. But right before half, you can't make that foul. So again, I'm not about to blame anyone for anything today. We weren't on it, and that's what I want to hear Klopp say, not the snow, the ice, or people blaming refs, because the ref had nothing to do with a lot of situations in the game that we could have made better for ourselves. We win that game 1-0 if we defend well one time. You know, didn't watch the game. It was in NBC Gold. Yeah, I went ahead and got that package, Thompson. It just made sense, but I feel you. There's so many streams these days, though, man. Reddit. Next time, I don't know if you're on Twitter, but hit me up on Twitter. It's AIRUN20. AIRUN20. And I'll try to forward you some streams. But, yeah, I mean, it was frustrating, but I'm good. I'm really, genuinely, I'm good. I don't have a concern in the world. It will be nice to see some of our defensive players get back soon. I think Gomez is going to be out longer than we all thought, guys. That's what it looks like. So I got to still wait on him. Lovren apparently is fit. Chelsea, though, Chelsea are done. Chelsea are done. I mean, you know, and it's so funny to see. So, because, I mean, again, Chelsea fans, besides like United and maybe Everton, I love the banter I can give to Chelsea fans. 4-0, I mean, disgrace. So they're almost sorry out when they thought they were in the title contention at some point, and sorry ball was so amazing, and Georgine Higuain, thick Higuain is what I call him. He's overweight. But yeah, I mean, there was no surprise that Bournemouth beat Chelsea today. Now, to get smashed like that, that's just ridiculous. I think David Luiz got a ball to his head early in the game. Maybe he got a concussion. Maybe that messed his mind up because he made some crazy, atrocious decisions in that game towards the end. But back to Liverpool. What was wrong with the snow and bad weather at Liverpool today? And they just got back from Dubai. I'm not sure if that was if you. So yeah, to me, there should have been. I mean, it was snow for both teams. Getting back from Dubai, warm weather to cold. That's something that can't be sneezed at. I get it. That's something that can affect you. At the same token, this game should have been won. It wasn't, but it also wasn't lost. So I'm good, like I said, and I'll say it again. The league is ours anyway. Um, but we'll bounce back. We got West Ham who are looking atrocious form right now. But come the weekend again, these games don't get easier. We got Watford coming up soon. Everton, of course. United. Got some tough games, man. Tough games, and then obviously the Champions League will be here before you know it. So be good to get some defenders back. I think, like I said, Gomez has got a long way. Maybe even Trent as well. And I think the guys who had to step in and play roles have been doing good for the most part. Today's loss wasn't because of Henderson. It wasn't because we had guys out of position. Collectively, we just didn't do enough when it really mattered. So just got to regroup, bounce back. We got West Ham coming up away. That should be a good one. But I would have loved to see Naby stay on the game a little bit longer. I would love to see Naby stay on. You can see it was on his face. It was written all over his face. He was really irritated to come off because I think he thought he was just getting in the groove. And, Shaqiri was poor today. Just really not at his level. And again, people will blame that on weather, coming back from Dubai. All excuses for me. All excuses for me. This is a game we should have won. We should have won it. We didn't. All good. I'm still fine. We bounced back. So that's my 2 cents, 5 cents, 8 cents on the game. Not a lot. Nothing real special. Just wanted to come back and speak on some of the things that I noticed that maybe bothered me. At the end of the day, I'm all in all very, very optimistic still that we'll enjoy the rest of the season, that we'll win the league, and a lot more to come. A lot more to come from Liverpool still. A lot more to come from Naby. I'm glad he started today. I'm really glad he started today. I don't know if that was so much to do with the fact that Fab didn't start. And I think having Naby and Shaqiri start together, I'm still not sure if that's a really good move. I think one of them have to be an impact player. At least it seems like Shaqiri has been that most of the season when he's played kind of off the bench or just giving us a spark here and there, even if he started. More so off the bench, I feel like, is when he's really, really shown the best. But Naby, I was really disappointed to see him getting taken off. It's like a cup final. Yep, like a cup final every single game. Yep. Liverpool really need to win the league for the sake of people's sanity. Liverpool are winning the league. They are 2018-2019 champions. You've heard it here first. That's what I said. That's what I believe. There's not one doubt in my mind that we don't win this league. And I thought that, honestly, before Jan 3rd. So, but that's me. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up. I haven't eaten all day. I need to go do that, spend some time with the family. Much love to everybody who got on the live. This is a late one.